Reverend Mother Esther Ajayi, CDC Chairman for Iru Victoria Island CDC, Honorable Omanda Andrew, as well as all his members here present, Iyaloja General of Nigeria, ably represented by Iyaloja General of Etiosa Local Government, Chief Mrs. Idayat Oladejo, chairmen and members of various associations such as Vera and all other residential associations here present. Gentlemen of the press, we also respectfully welcome our mothers, Mama Wonu Folami, Alaja Feintola Muri Okunla, as well as Honorable Yaya Dosumu. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I say good afternoon to every one of you all. My name is Kunle Adeshino. I welcome you to the formal commissioning of Chief Yesufu Abiodun Oniru Akiogun Road, an alternate route to Admiralty Circle Plaza, Lekki, as well as the Abudu Smith Street, which Mr. Governor has already undertaken, both of them in Etiosa. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, yes, sir. Okay, let me, with your kind permission, now welcome for his welcome address the Special Advisor to Mr. Governor on Infrastructure, Engineer Olufemi Daramola.
Mr. Governor, permit me to stand on the well-established protocol. It is an honor to welcome you all to the formal commissioning of the rehabilitation of Chief Yesufu Abiodun Oniru and Akiogun Road, an alternative route to the Admiralty Circle Toll Plaza, Lekki in Etiosa local government area. We come together to celebrate the successful completion of yet another important infrastructure project under the visionary leadership of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, and the Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Amzat. This project demonstrates this administration's commitment to improving the lives of Lagosians through sustainable infrastructure development. The project we are commissioning today is strategic in many ways. It spans 2.8 kilometers and is a dual carriageway with semi-rigid pavement. It provides a crucial alternative route that will significantly decongest traffic at the Lekki-Ekpe Toll Plaza, ensuring smoother and more efficient movement for commuters. Furthermore, this project aligns with the ongoing infrastructural regeneration efforts in Victoria Island, reinforcing our commitment to creating a well-structured and highly accessible road network in Lagos State. More importantly, this route will also serve as a bypass to the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road when completed, making it an integral part of the state's long-term transportation strategy. The scope of work carried out on this project is extensive and designed to guarantee durability, efficiency, and safety. The key components include comprehensive site clearance, scarification and removal of the existing pavement surface, relocation of utilities, construction of reinforced concrete drains with cover to serve as pedestrian walkways, placement of crushed stone bays, provision of ducts, installation of median barriers, curbs, and 80 mm 45 MPa interlocking paving stones, lane marking, curb painting, and installation of solar-powered street lights, placement of road signage for enhanced navigation and safety. The benefits of this road rehabilitation are multifaceted. Beyond significantly reducing travel time and improving road safety, it will enhance the overall commuting experience while positively impacting property values and economic activities within this corridor. Additionally, by ensuring seamless connectivity, the project supports Lagos State's broader infrastructural development goals under the Themes Plus agenda, particularly in the areas of transportation and traffic management. I take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, and the Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Amzat, for their commitment to infrastructure development, even amidst economic challenges. Their support has been instrumental in ensuring the successful delivery of this project. I must also acknowledge the efforts of my predecessor, Engineer Mrs. M.A. Adeoye, whose dedication and efforts laid a strong foundation for this achievement. I commend the project team for their diligence and precision in execution, and I appreciate Mrs. Metropolitan Construction Company Limited for their professionalism. To the residents, stakeholders, and road users, we sincerely appreciate your patience and cooperation during the construction period. As we celebrate the successful completion of this road, I urge everyone to take collective responsibility for its protection against vandalism. Infrastructure development is a shared responsibility, and together we can ensure its longevity. On behalf of the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Office of Infrastructure, I warmly welcome you all to this special occasion as we formally commission the rehabilitation of Chief Yesufu Abiodun Oniru and Akiogun Road in Lekki. Thank you for your attention and God bless. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó.
Mr. Governor, sir, let's appreciate him, please. Mr. Governor, sir, is Deputy, Your Excellency, former Deputy Governor, all other courtesies duly extended. With your kind permission, sir, we'll move on now to watch the project presentation, which will come in form of a documentary. If we are ready, let's sit back and watch.
It's rising, rising, rising. The greater leaders is rising, rising, rising.
Oniru, a historic town in Lagos State, includes the area formerly known as Maroko. During the British colonial period, Oniru was part of the Lagos colony. The town is currently ruled by the Oniru royal family, with the Oniru of Iruland, Oba Abdulwasiu Omogbolahan Lawal Abisogun II, as the paramount ruler. One of the most critical challenges being experienced daily by residents, road users along this axis over the years was a geometric increase in traffic volume. As part of efforts to eliminate gridlocks on major roads in the area, the administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and the Deputy Governor Dr. Obafemi Hamzat approved the reconstruction of an alternative route to Admiralty Circle in Lekki, consisting of two roads, namely Yesufu Abiodun Oniru and Akiogun Road, with good connectivity to adjoining roads that could serve as alternative bypasses to other arterial roads, especially during heavy peak traffic periods, thus helping to free up more traffic. The road traverses the upscale area of Victoria Island Extension, Lagos, Nigeria. It is named in honor of one of the ruling families of Iruland, Akiogun, and Oba Yesufu Abiodun Oniru, a prominent Lagos monarch and influential figure in Lagos State. The road is a hub of modern development and reflects the vibrant urban lifestyle of Lagos. Conceived to improve traffic linkage between these two areas with very high commercial density, the rehabilitation of the alternate road would reduce traffic gridlock and serve as an alternative route to the ever-busy Lekki toll gate connecting Palace Road, as well as a variety of residential and commercial buildings, such as the City of David and 4 Points by Sheraton. It also complements the recently completed Victoria Island Traffic Circulation Project, which was commissioned by Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration in September 2020 to improve connectivity in the area. The scope of work carried out includes the clearing of the carriageway, relocation of essential services, earthworks, provision of service ducts, construction of drains with cover slab to serve as walkway, provision of base course, provision of median barriers and curbs, provision of 80mm paving stones, lane marking and curb painting, provision of transverse service duct with manholes, provision of longitudinal ducts to complement the transverse drain, provision of solar-powered street lights, and the provision of road signages. A key outcome emanating from the strategic execution of this project is the considerable improvement in vehicular movement and traffic flow, with the attendant positive impact on businesses and living in the area.
It was very bad. In fact, there was a lot of hold up because the place was just too bad. All of a sudden, we started seeing, some work. Started seeing that this kind of work is going on. So we are thinking that, maybe the government just want to do us April Fool. They just want to come and, do one or two things, and at the end of the day, they will leave the place more terrible. So, but at the end of the day, the work keep on going, keep on moving. Before you know it, everywhere changed. It was a surprise. In fact, the Lagos State government they are wonderful. They are wonderful. I want to thank the governor of this state and people that are working with him.
I'm available 40 minutes to an hour to the hotel, especially to Jobaro. But this is not about within 10 minutes at the debe, even 8 minutes at the hotel. So if the market is going to be within 1 minute at the debe before Koribe. So I do fellow governor I can learn about Sopara on Dotun, Sheo, Amalore, I do fellow on Lord Baba.
The road was very bad. If rain fell, everywhere will be flooded. Even if you want to walk on the road, there are some times that rain fell, there is enough flood on the road. But presently now, everywhere is fine. Even if you are going to the market, you can even, if you want to describe road for someone, you can even see somebody from far. So there's no any obstruction on the road again. And the most good part of it is that at night, everywhere is very fine, just like Island.
Adúpẹ́lọ́wọ́ gọ́fúnà wa Babájídé Sanwó-Olú lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú tó ń ṣe fún wa yìí, pàápàá jùlọ ọ̀nà tó ṣe fún wa ní Oniru Kingdom Akiogun Road. Adúpẹ́lọ́wọ́ púpọ̀.
Victoria Island and Lekki Access is being returned to its place of pride as a prime and foremost business and real estate corridor in West Africa. It holds tremendous socio-economic benefits for the people. It will improve road connectivity, reduce travel time, enhance intermodal transportation services, and improve the safety of lives and property. The new road will also eliminate perennial flooding along the axis, enhance property values, provide an aesthetically pleasing environment, and improve the socio-economic well-being of the people through an increase in communal interactions and commercial activities. Without a doubt, the delivery of the alternative route to Admiralty Circle underscores the commitment of the current administration led by Mr. Governor Babájídé Sanwó-Olú and his deputy Dr. Obafemi Hamzat to implement programs that will fast-track development, shared prosperity, and bring relief to the people of Lagos.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate the Lagos State government. Mr. Governor, sir, the Deputy Governor, Your Excellency, former Deputy Governor, all other courtesies duly extended. Sir, with your kind permission, let me inform us that this program is being shown live on 4 different terrestrial television networks. We are showing it live on Lagos Television. They are available on DSTV channel 256. The same thing applies to Television Continental, TVC. They are on DSTV channel 418. Likewise, Channels Television is beaming this event live on its network. It's available on DSTV channel 420, as well as Arise Television on DSTV channel 416. Next, let me respectfully invite for his goodwill message His Royal Majesty, the Oniru of Iruland, Alailua Oba Abdulwasiu Omogbolahan Lawal, CON Abisogun 2, for his goodwill message.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babájídé Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, the representatives of Kábíyèsí Ọba Rilwan Oṣuọlálé Aremu Akiolu, the SSG, all the honorable members here present, especially the representative of the Honorable Speaker, Princess Mojisola Lasbat Miranda, the White Cap Chiefs of Iru Ikate, and all the battles here present, my former colleagues in the Executive Council of Lagos State, the Honorable Commissioners and Special Advisors, all other protocols duly extended. Mojuba Akodao, Mojuba Shedao, Mojuba Entoko for Shale Ninu Luri, Onige for Moshebao, Mabogunje Moshebao, Iwuntai Moshebao, Abanu Moshebao, Orumbe Moshebao, Moshebao Laleton, Mosheba Orisha Mosheba Abisogun Akoko, Mosheba Akiogun Akoko, Mosheba Oguyemi Akoko, Mosheba Lani Odunloye, Mosheba Yesufu Abiodun, Mosheba Idowu Abiodun Oniru, Mosheba gbogbo ládéládé tó wà lórí ìjókòó. Gbogbo ládéládé tó wà nílùú Èkó, gbogbo ládéládé tó yí wa ká ní Etí Ọ̀sà. It is very hard for me to again be here with the Governor of Lagos State and his deputy to commission another landmark infrastructural project in Iru, Victoria Island. I can say confidently that in the last 5 years that I've been on the throne of my forebears, we have enjoyed tremendous support from the Lagos State Governor. When I came this afternoon, I saw Grandma Alaja Awoonu Folami, former one-time Attorney General of Lagos State, and Alaja Fẹ̀yìntì Murokanla, Honorable Yaya Dosmu. They are major stakeholders in Etí Ọ̀sà, and they have not relented in their effort to ensure that we have a very robust infrastructure in Lagos State. Ojú òní tẹ̀yìn náà, ojú òní tìyìn. The good people of Etí Ọ̀sà, I'm speaking on their behalf, that we thank Mr. Governor and the government of Lagos State. Looking at the infrastructure that we currently have in Etí Ọ̀sà, I can proudly say that the real estate value of Etí Ọ̀sà has multiplied, if not, if I have to be conservative, maybe like 50% or 100%. I know what the value of 1 square meter was before I ascended the throne. I know the value of what 1 square meter is worth now. Mr. Governor, Mr. Deputy Governor, and the entire cabinet of Lagos State, I must again say thank you. It is important to emphasize that the Oniru Royal family have always been supporting the government right from the colonial regime. The first palace was at Cathedral. Where I am today is the 4th palace, and we have continued to support the government. When Mr. President commissioned the Coastal Road, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, my mentor, my father, when he commissioned the construction of the Coastal Road, I emphasized and I said that the good people of the land, the royal family, we have always supported government's efforts. And the Coastal Road is there today and is going. The job there, the works there is going tremendously. And as they have promised us, it will be delivered in good time. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all the royal families in Etiosa, Mr. Governor, Your Excellency, then Mr. President, we want to assure you that never are we going to do the otherwise. We will remain committed and loyal to the development agenda of this, our government. That said, Eshepupo, Adelebare, Akinokore, Oyaibio. Again, Mr. Governor, this road, we would have invited the market people to come, the CDA, that they have to maintain this road. And on behalf of all of them, I'm giving you that same assurance that we will do the needful. Thank you very much.
Kábíyèsí o.
Ilé ń fọba pé ọba o, ọba láṣẹ ọba. Ilé ń fọba pé náà ọba o, ọba láṣẹ ọba. Ọba tó.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Governor, the Deputy Governor, sir, Your Excellency, former Deputy Governor, all other courtesies duly extended. Next on the lineup of Goodwill message is that of the head pastor, City of David, Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Kayode Piton. A round of applause for him, please.
You are good and your mercy is forever. Hallelujah. You are good and your mercy is forever. Hallelujah. You are good and your mercy is forever. Hallelujah.
Good afternoon, Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadiri Obafemi Hamzat, the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, the Secretary to the Government, the Chairman of the APC in Lagos. I have to specially also recognize Oba Abdulwasiu Omogbolahon Lawa. He's our landlord here in Iruland. And all the white cap chiefs, all the dignitaries that are here present, I think I will want to stand on the protocol at this stage. First of all, I want to thank the governor and the deputy governor for this infrastructural work they have done in this place. The City of David is a major beneficiary of what has been done here. So on behalf of our members, we say thank you, Mr. Governor. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Governor. We also want to thank the people of Iruland, who have welcomed us as tenants in this place. We want to assure you we will remain to be good tenants of your land. We want to pray that the good Lord who has granted our governor and the deputy governor the grace to be able to do this will grant you more grace to do more. And we pray that our good land, Lagos State, will continue to progress and to prosper in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's appreciate him once again. Mr. Governor, sir, the Deputy Governor, Your Excellency, former Deputy Governor, all other courtesies duly extended.
Lagos State, Pastor Cornelius Ajalabi, you're welcome, sir. Sir, at this point, I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. Today is Thanksgiving Day. I don't have much to say than to say thank you, sir, Mr. Governor, the Deputy Governor. I want to say thank you, sir. And also want to thank all the dignitaries here seated today. Thank you very much. God bless you all. My name is Olusegun Ogunbiyi, representing the chairman, Oniru Victoria Island LCDA. Sir, people of Iru, Victoria Island, want to say a very big thank you to you, sir, for this laudable project, commenced and concluded by His Excellency, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Mr. Tokandu. Very much appreciated, sir, by my chairman, also, my boss, and all the good people of Etiosa, LCDA, Etiosa local government. This project, we believe, is definitely going to be a beneficiary to all residents of Iru Victoria Island, particularly all the people of Etiosa and its environment. We say a very big thank you to you, Mr. Governor, for this laudable achievement. Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Governor, sir, and his deputy, Your Excellency, former Deputy Governor. The last on the Goodwill message lineup is that of the Honorable Member of the State House of Assembly representing Etiosa 1 constituency, Honorable Babatunde Nohim Adam.
Nohim, ìwọ lọmọ tó ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Nohim, ọmọ tó ń ròyìn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́.
Solo.
Easy, yo, let's go.
Thank you very much. Our own active and grassroots governor, our blessed governor, our action governor, our versatile, volatile, and vibrant governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi kọrin fún wọn. Kẹ́ni mẹ́nà bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. Ara wa ni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. Solo. Ọtí mọ̀ pàwọn alálẹ̀ ni ẹ má wọrí constituency wa ni. Thank you very much. Our own Deputy Governor, supportive and loyal Deputy Governor to the Governor of Lagos State. Deputy Governor, ẹ bá mi kọrin fún wọn. Ẹ lè gbé ni. No, dùn ní ẹ o. Solo, thank you very much. The chairman of our party, Pastor Miranda, ably represented by my own person and brother, Honorable Bonu Solomon Sanu. Thank you very much for representing our speaker. We thank you very, very, very much. However, without wasting much of our time, we are here today to thank our governor. Just 2 minutes. I won't take our time. Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, as the representative of the people, I want to say that it gives me a great pleasure to be here, witnessing the unveiling of another trademark project by our Talk and Do Governor. One that has been a blessing, not just to Lagos in general, but to Etiosa in particular. Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu is a blessing, and him we remain proud of. Eba mi kọrin yìí, Etiosa yìí ti gbogbo wa ni. Kó máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ ó dọ̀wọ́ yín, torí kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ. Àjò lè dàbí ilé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi ìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan gbé solo. Sincerely, I must say that we are not only just happy about the completion of this project. Our happiness stems from the fact that Mr. Governor has never at any time looked away from us in this part of Lagos. 6 years on, his administration has continued to make us a focus, Etiosa. At the risk of making other parts of Lagos jealous, they are jealous of Etiosa because we have massive projects going here and there. We have enjoyed massive projects. We have remained a major beneficiary of the dividend of democracy, both by Mr. Governor as well as the administration of our leader and benefactor, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Last year, during an event of this magnitude, I remember I described our amiable governor as the star boy among his colleagues in Nigeria. Today, permit me, dear traditional rulers, guests, ladies and gentlemen, to say that our governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, to return the prefix, so-called His Excellency, back to his name. From today, Sir Excellency, wants to return that your name, His Excellency, back to your name. A good name needs all the commendations available. And the governor has shown that he loves the people of Lagos and loves the people of Etiosa. Distinguished guests, I want to affirm that we are happy today. This road is a very strategic and will help to expand our economic horizon. In this case, it is a win-win situation for the state and the people. Beyond this road is a gap-bridging project for communities. It will help reduce man-hours spent by the motorists on roads and further speed up daily targets and achievements in one way or the other. It will help to improve the health of our residents. Mr. Governor, it was Edward Bellamy, the American author, journalist, the political activist, who said, the primary principle of democracy is the worth and dignity of the individual. What you have done today, and have always done, is to help Lagosians understand how dignified they are placed for having a good leader who put Lagos first before other considerations. Thank you, sir, for this Chief Yesufu Abiodun Oniru Akiogun Road, which is an alternative road to Admiralty Circle Plaza, Lekki, and Abudu Smith Street. It is the best Valentine's Day gift we would all receive today. Thank you for the rail project that will be coming up soon. Thank you for the role you play to see that the Coastal Road project of the federal government started successfully. We thank you very much, sir. Our dear governor, thank you for the many more projects that you have mapped out for our benefits. Before I end my remarks, I use the opportunity to commend the untiring effort and passion of your cabinet members. I also commend my colleagues at the House of Assembly for the effective collaboration. The results of our unity are everywhere for the world to see. God bless the governor. God bless the people of Etiosa. Thank you very much. I love my God.
Thank you very much, sir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We have come to the high point of this program. Now it is my pleasure to formally invite the man that today is not wearing a shade of red, but he is here today to present Valentine gifts to the people of Etiosa, just as he has done for the whole of Lagos State. Please put your hands together for our pride, Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu.
Oh yeah, everywhere you go, Sanwo-Olu. Everywhere you go, Sanwo-Olu. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, our governor. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, our governor.
Àwọn ọmọ ní Valentine náà kọkọrin. Aha. We've given the key to Etiosa. Thank you very much. Let's give them a beautiful hand of thank you very much. Members of the State Executive Council that are here, especially the Special Advisor on Infrastructure, Body of Permanent Secretary, thank you all very much. The Oba of Lagos here, ably represented by the White Cap Chiefs of Pelua, acknowledge very warmly as well the Oniru of Iru Kingdom, who had acknowledged his colleagues very well, a one-time, two-time commissioner in Lagos State, His Royal Majesty Omogbolaon Wasiu Lawal, the Oniru of Iruland, thank you very, very much. To the chairman of our party, all progressive, and other GAC members, especially the former Deputy Governor, Mr. Tumafemi Pedro. We acknowledge all of you. Thank you very, very much. All our white cap chiefs that are here, traditional title owners that are here, thank you all very much. We acknowledge dignitaries, including a former head of service, Prince Adeshegun Ogunlere, one of our leaders in this community, Honorable Alhaji Yaya Dosumu, Honorable Ilomo Damole, former commissioner as well, former commissioner Ben Akabweze, our women leader, Jumoke Okoya Thomas, our mother. You can see that with enthusiasm and with great pleasure, with deep sense of fulfillment, that I stand before you this afternoon to hand over to you yet another strategic route here in Etiosa, local government, and LCDA. Earlier today, we handed over a road called Abudu Smith, also in Victoria Island, just a few kilometers away from here. Very, very strategic road within the confines of Femi Pierce and Adeola Deku, so that we can connect those two roads. We strategically gave the work to our own local contractor, Messrs. PWC, and let's give them a round of applause. They give a fantastic job on that road project. Here today and now is to hand over the very strategic and important Chief Yesufu Abiodun Oniru and Akiogun Road. KBC have said a lot. I'm going to come to that, as into the value that we have created. We will all do the numbers today, and by the time we're leaving, we'll know who to pay who. But thank you very much. But what we are here today is to continue on our journey that we started towards the end of last year. Gentlemen of the press, you remember that since the third week in December, when we started going around different parts of the state, to date, we have handed over 29 different routes in Kushofe, in Ifako-Jaye. We had been to Etiosa earlier on the Ikoyi-Obalende side. We have been to Alimosho, we have been to Ikeja, we have been to Amuwo. Now it is the turn of the second part of Etiosa. By the grace of God, we still have plans to go to Badagry. We still have plans to go back to Koshofe. We have plans to go back to Agege, Alimosho. We have plans to go to Ibejuleki, because we've said that there is no part of Lagos that we will not touch. So in total, we're still having about 15 to 17 roads that are in different levels of completion that we will need to quickly go around and go and hand them over to our citizens. So what we're about, which is what we promise you, is to ensure that infrastructure development touches every nook and cranny of the state. No matter your economic power, no matter what part of the state you are, it is to leave no one behind. As we're doing it in Ibejuleki and Badagry, we're also doing it in High-Bro area of Etiosa and Victoria Island that all of you have seated here today. And so what we're saying is that we see the development as our own direct intervention at ensuring that the social economic benefit of our citizens is improved upon, the quality of life of our citizens is improved upon, the journey time that is experienced on the road is improved upon, and we just improve the total, livable standard of our city and our state. Everybody that has come forward here has thanked our government. While thanking us is to tell us to do more, because that's the only thing thank you does to us. It gives us the encouragement that you appreciate what we're doing and you are telling us that we can do more. We want to stand here today to assure you that we will do more, because Lagosians deserve more, because we believe that the very best is what you have voted for. The very best is what you have handed over to this government for. And we'll stop at nothing and ensuring that we'll achieve all of that for you. You can see that this road is not just a first-class road, it's an heavy connectivity road. And we're seeing it to work almost close to what Mr. President is doing for us on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, which we started, which is just a few kilometers away from here. You can see even from when you get to the other bend, you can see the coastal road, sorry, the coastal road also, you know, in running parallel to it. You can also see that the Water Corporation Road is also almost parallel to this road. These are massive developments that will enhance and improve connectivity all around Victoria Island, Iru, and Etiosa, so that we can give proper relief onto the Lekki-Ekpe Express Road, which has reached a very, very, very high level of concentration. Let me also use this opportunity to say to you that a lot is still happening. Mr. President, working with Ministry of Finance Incorporated, working with Lamata and the Lagos State government, the Green Line Rail is on its way. We have delivered the red line, we have delivered the blue line, phase 2 is going on. The green line, by the grace of God, will start this year. Do you hear me? The green line, by the grace of God, working with Ministry of Finance Incorporated, working with our contractors, it will start this year. And it is all on this Lekki corridor, all the way from Victoria Island to Ibeju-Lekki, and all the way to Ibeju-Lekki towards Ekpe. It will be a major, major game changer. So what we are going to be experiencing, and that's why I want you to take the message back home, you'll begin to see that we're beginning to start to expansion on the existing Lekki-Ekpe Express Road. Once the road starts, please bear with us. We're doing that expansion on the Lekki-Ekpe Express Road on both sides. We've started the expansion from Ibeju-Lekki. Now we have to start the expansion from the first roundabout here. And so we'll be widening it so that the rail can come into the median. So once that is starting, know that it is the beginning of the rail infrastructure. Tell your neighbor, tell your tenant that it is for your betterment. It is for the good of this entire stretch of community. So Green Line is on the way, and in your time, Kabiyesi, you will see it. In your time, our mothers, you will see it. In your time, our royal fathers, all of the captains of industry, you will see it. And before us, you know, is also to continue to challenge what we do. We're not only doing roads, we're doing hospitals. We're constructing schools. Next week, we will be handing over 13 brand new schools. Next week or the week after, they are ready. 13 all at once. We'll make sure that we touch each and every part of the state. All the buildings will be handed over all at once, 13 of them. And you will see that indeed the development is not limited to only road. Hospitals are now being ready at various levels to be completed. Fire stations are being built to be completed. Skill acquisition centers are being built to be completed. Some of these, my beautiful ladies, I want to invite them to come and see the leather hub when we finish it, what it will be, and what we are transforming skill acquisition. We want all of you to be self-starters. We want all of you to be innovative and to be creative. We want all of you to be beneficiaries of interventions of government like that. But we also want you to be creators of labor. We want you to be able to employ. Yes, what I mean is employers of labor, and be able to put something back to the community that you serve. That is what we're doing. That is what we're about. Very next one is to see what we're doing in agriculture. Before the end of the second quarter, our logistics hub will be nearing completion. You know, the meeting we held with the Southwest governors yesterday goes to show that indeed we need food security like any other form of security. We want to be able to take you out of the unemployment market. We want you to be able to think and, you know, be able to create jobs, you know, for yourself. Even if government cannot give you all of the jobs, but let us give you the empowerment for you to be, you know, employers of labor on your own. Kábíyèsí, mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ni o. Ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ náà pé value gbogbo ilé ó ti lọ sókè. Kábíyèsí said it, and he said that it's over 100%. The value, you can see our magnificent edifice behind there. You can see the one right behind here. You can see another one down there. You can see all of them right around there. My only appeal, support us. Please pay your land use charge. Please pay your land use charge. If you do that, we'll do more for you. Because it is only when you do your own civic responsibility that government can also do its own bit. The Abiodun Smith Road that we went to commission earlier today, we want to thank Messrs. South Atlantic Petroleum. Is one of our major corporate social responsible organization. And this road connects into where they are. And I said to them, for whatever it's worth, we'll improve the road infrastructure all around your premises. That's what I want to give you the commitments to. If everybody, right, come up and do their own part, hold us accountable. You can come up and say that, Mr. Governor, on this street, we continue and consistently pay our land use. We'll continue and consistently pay what is due from us. You also do your own part, and we'll rest assured that we'll even do much more that you can expect from us. Kabesi, that is the kind of partnership that we'll expect. That's the kind of partnership that we believe is expected from our citizens, because your domain is one of the high-profile domain that we have. And so when they pay, we can go and do things in Ajangbadi. We can go and build schools in Ajegule. We can go and change life in Alimosho and all of the environs. You know, we are going to commission Abaranje very soon. We can build schools in those places. So that's what I want all the captains of industry that are listening to me in this audience take back home, that this government is for you. It's about you. We'll continue to raise the bar and we'll continue to ensure that every fiber that we have is to serve you. CDC, CDA, KBC have given us assurance that the market you have there, they will not litter the road, they will not park on the street, they will not block the drain, because you have the responsibility. We are handing over these roads to you to ensure as CDC members that they do the right thing. They don't block the drains, they don't clog the drains. The drains are meant for pedestrians to walk and to do exercise if they want, but it's not market. And please help us transmit that to our citizens. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our administration remains deeply committed to ensuring that no part of Lagos is left behind. We're building a state where every individual, regardless of where you live, can benefit from the infrastructural revolution that is reshaping our landscape. This is not just a promise, it is a covenant we have made with the people of Lagos. I want to thank you, your resilience, the feedback you give us, your unwavering support continue to inspire us to work harder, to work bigger, to work smarter, to work better. We are motivated by your stories of transformation and the tangible impacts that these projects continue to have on your daily life. We want you to be rest assured that we will not rest until when every part of Lagos, all Lagosians, feel the positive impact of our effort. And we believe that we are creating a Lagos that is the future generation will be truly, truly proud of. I urge all our community leaders, all the residents, all stakeholders to take full ownership of all of this infrastructure, you to protect it, maintain it, and use it responsibly. Your cooperation is expected at all times, and this will make us do more. Distinguished guests, I think it's important for us to also acknowledge and thank Messrs. Metropolitan Construction. Thank you very much. And of course, our Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, who continues to be our consultant on all of our road projects. We are proud of what you are doing. We are proud of the professional levels that you have created from those ministries, and will continue to rely on your advice. I want to thank you all for being part of this great event. I want to thank you all for staying with us. I want to thank you all for believing in us. We want to assure you that for as long as we give you promises, those promises will ensure that we fulfill them. Those promises will not just be talk shop. They will be things that you can feel, you can touch, and you can see. God bless you all. Thank you very much. And once again, happy. Thank you very much.
Sir, let me crave your indulgence, sir, for the presentation of Certificate of Ownership. The Special Advisor Infrastructure, please proceed. Let me invite the Chairman of the CDC.
I dedicate my time to you, my guy. Even if the road be rough, I don't mind. 'Cause you be my G for life.
The chairman of Iruvia CDC.
As usual, the certificate is a symbol that we're handing over. It's a public property. We're handing over to the CDC chairman of this community. They have all responsibility to continue to ensure that they oversee it, is maintained well, drainages are not blocked, and so we're handing over the certificate of completion to you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let me also invite the executive of LIRA, Lekki Estate Residents and Stakeholders Association, for their presentation to Mr. Governor as a token of appreciation. Lesa. Meanwhile, let me respectfully hand over the microphone to the Permanent Secretary, Office of Infrastructure, Engineer.
Good afternoon, Mr. Governor, the Deputy Governor, members of the House of Assembly, Honorable Nani Madams is our rep here. Thank you very much for always being there. And the Governor chose to spend his Valentine with us on the Lekki Peninsula. So I have with me here members of the executive of the Lekki Estate Resident and Stakeholders Association, which is the umbrella body for all the estates from 1004 all the way to Ekpe. So we are here to celebrate Valentine with Mr. Governor because this man is doing wonders across Lagos State. And what he's doing is just marvelous. And he said something, he said he has built a strategic road for a strategic neighborhood and the strategic estates. Because I can see the chairman of Goshen, the chairman of Legacy View, the chairman of all the estates. Even Abraham Adesoya is here.
I forgot to mention, Sally Obodo, we're on the way. We are going to do.
3 Gosa for the governor. Gosa. The chairman of the Big English of Marble, because we had to order it specially. Because I will kill a very governor. Honorable Noim is sharing rice. We can't share rice to the governor's office. And we know, what do you give a man that God has blessed so much? And he's touching so many lives. You know, now, another one happened last week. There was an accident at Jakonde, and they called the number 112. And in 10 minutes, Mr. Governor, your people were there. Let's give the government. Somebody now wrote on our platform and said, are you sure these people are not lying? So I now asked them, and your last mile people are so fantastic. In 2 minutes, the last mile people have sent the picture of the person, he has been carried. Somebody now said, it is only when good things happen in Lagos that government officials come forward. But good things are happening frequently in this state, and we thank you for it. So we will present, because we know the program is lined up and it's a long day. So this is the Mrs. Eletu. Okay, let Alaji Yinka. These are all chairmen of SA2. Prince Olukoga is also here. Please, I am not disrespecting anybody, because they are all big men. But when you are in the presence of the governor, you are a small boy. Okay, so this is Lekki Estate Residents. Of course, you know our association. Exceptional Leadership Award, presented to His Excellency, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Mr. Governor of Lagos State, in recognition of his outstanding leadership and commitment to the development of the entire Lekki Peninsula. Your dedication to infrastructure renewal, security, and growth has transformed our communities. With gratitude from all of us for a greater Lagos. Valentine's Day, February 14, 2025. Mr. Governor, congratulations. Thank you. I hope we have all the pictures, so we are done it.
So thanks.
On behalf of the management and staff of the Office of Infrastructure, I thank the Almighty Allah for making this day possible. I must acknowledge the appreciation, the support of Mr. Governor, Mr. Bajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat. Also the speaker, led by Honorable Mojisola Lasbat Merenda. Thank you very much. We also extend the deep appreciation to the exemplary leadership of our boss, Ejina Olufemi Daramola. We must not fail to appreciate the contractor, Metropolitan Nigeria Limited. The special mention of our distinguished guests and all walks of life that had left behind very important duties to come and share the day with us. Special gratitude and appreciation to the team of the permanent. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
So this plaque is unveiled by Mr. Governor in commemoration of the commissioning of Chief Yesufu Abiodun Oniru, Akiogun Road, alternative route to Admiralty Plaza here in Lekki, Echosa local government, today, Friday, 14 February 2025. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Thank you very much.
Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu ni. Sanwo-Olu ni o. Sanwo-Olu ni. Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu. Abọ́sẹ̀dé ọmọ lọ́jọ́ ìbí, òní lọ́jọ́ ìbí ẹ, ẹ kú àṣeyẹ, ẹ kí aṣọ ọmọ ẹ, òní lọ́jọ́ ìbí ẹ.
Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned.
Glad to have you back. In December 2022, the National Insurance Commission, NACOM, announced a raise in the premium of compulsory motor vehicle third-party insurance cover for motorists from 5,000 naira to 15,000 naira with effect from January 2023. Consequently, from January 1st, 2023, the third-party property damage, which is the limit of claims an insured can enjoy on policy for private vehicles, has now been increased to 3 million naira for the new premium of 15,000 naira, while the limit for own goods has been increased to 5 million naira with a new premium of 20,000 naira. Insurance premium rate payable on staff buses is now 20,000, and the TPPD would be 3 million naira. In Nigeria, every driver must obtain third-party insurance to drive legally. This is the minimum insurance requirement for every motorist in the country. The intent is to make sure that other road users get reasonable compensation, indemnity, for damages to vehicles or injuries caused by event of an accident. Today with me in the studio, live from our Abuja studios, is the Commissioner for Insurance and Chief Executive Officer of the National Insurance Commission, Mr. Olusegun Ayomo saying. Thank you so much. To look at his efforts aimed at, of course, revamping NICOM. A lot of work has been done before, but consolidating on that and more activities around him. Thank you so much. It's good to have you in.
Thank you, Tolu. Good afternoon, Nigerians. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much. I think before we go to the third parties, because it's a big story and we'll get there, but let's start with issues around new capital requirements. That's talking about capital requirements for the insurance industry. There's been a lot of work around that space. How has this move affected market consolidation, and what are the challenges or successes that you've observed since you got into office?
Thank you once again, Tolu. I think the issue of capital has been in our radar for some years now. If you recall, in 2019, there was a pronouncement by the then administration to increase minimum share capital requirements of our operators. But this was subsequently suspended in 2020 due to the massive effect of COVID. For COVID being a pandemic, it was a bit difficult to estimate what the likely impact would be. And as a regulator, you don't want to marry that with even the challenge of running a business during that kind of period. So that had to be suspended. But fast forward, now we have, I think all of these were what actually went into the works in terms of the reforms, we are putting ahead for the sector. And I think you clearly identify one key element in this. In those other climes, pension is part of a computation for total insurance penetration. Health is part of it. And all of these put together is then compared with what we have in Nigeria, which is purely measuring the contribution of the conventional insurance sector. Right? But having said that, it's not taking away the fact that there's a lot more work that needs to be done in terms of getting Nigerians to really imbibe the insurance culture and then be able to benefit from the risk protection mechanisms that have been provided by insurance, both to individuals, families, and even to businesses. So on our part, as a regulator, we're doing a whole lot in this regard. Foremost of this is actually looking at the legal and the regulatory environment that will really allow insurance sector to thrive. One of these is we've seen tremendous opportunities in microinsurance. Wow. So we are licensing more and more microinsurance institutions. Also due to the fact that we recognize that religion is a major factor in the Nigerian space. So we have a huge population of Muslims. So we're also licensing Takafu operators, which takes care of some religious beliefs and for those that believe in ethical kind of business. So, and I think that is making some good progress. But above all, I think what is important for us is the openness. As a regulator, we are now a lot more innovative, more receptive to innovation, a lot more in terms of, because we have the regulatory sandbox where we take ideas and we're ready to incubate and work with operators. More importantly, we're also looking at the current guidelines around web aggregators. These are areas that regulate the activities of insurtechs amongst us. And the reason is not far-fetched, to see those areas that are still inhibiting the growth in that space. All of these are things that we are putting together to see how insurance can actually come to the table. But more importantly is the fact that we are now also trying to enforce some level of compulsory insurances. I think in your intro, you did allude to the fact that there was some work done around third-party motor insurance. Yeah. Those are areas I would love to talk on more as the interview progresses.
Indeed, I know you will. Digital transformation, before we go to a third party, how well are you also, taking advantage of technology to streamline regulatory processes and, of course, compliance? How has that been? What initiatives are you looking at?
Thank you, Tolu. For us, e-regulation, like we call it, is that project the National Insurance Commission has actually imbibed and had put in place a couple of years back. For us, e-regulation is like a journey, right? It's not a destination because it involves three key things. It involves processes, people, and even the actual technology that will be adopted in the process. We've made tremendous progress in this area, and we are quite proud with what we've achieved. But are we there yet? I would say no, because, like I said, it's a journey, but we're making steady progress. So currently, as I speak, we have a portal, what we call the NICOM portal. NICOM portal is an electronic portal that enables us and our operators to be able to file their regulatory returns, electronically, allows us to be able to do the analysis of those returns, giving us the advantage of analytics and what have you, to be able to get some, take some, informed decisions around the market. Also, in terms of licensing, most of our agents today do not need to have any interface with us at the commission. They can do that online. And a couple of other interesting stuff. The Complaint Bureau, for instance, which is our consumer protection unit, we have a portal that takes complaints from members of the public. And like that's one integral part of our mandate, to be able to protect Nigerian people and get the benefit they deserve from paying that small premium contribution they've made, in terms of their policies.
Let's now talk about the third-party insurance for vehicles. I see that I saw you met with the Nigerian Police Force, Federal Road Safety. You went everywhere, and I see that enforcement is round the clock everywhere. The compliance is something very serious. Now, my question really would be: is it about revenue? Is it about security, safety? Tell us what really Nigerians need to know about this.
Thanks, Tolu, once again. I think the question is far from the issue of revenue.
Okay.
It's about Nigerians getting to understand the benefits of what is embedded in the third-party motor insurance. And before I go deep into this, I'd like to start by thanking our key stakeholders that have collaborated with us on this project. The Nigerian Police Force, the Federal Road Safety Corps, they've been a major pillar in this regard. Just as a preamble, I think Nigerians need to understand that third-party motor insurance is nothing new. As a matter of fact, you can trace it back to Motor Vehicle Third-Party Insurance Act of 1945, Section 3, subsection 1, which was then reenacted in 2003 in the Insurance Act 2003, Section 68, subsection 1, right? And the provisions were very clear. No exemptions. The provision did not exempt anyone. It says no person shall use, cause to use, or even authorize the use of a vehicle on Nigerian road without a policy of insurance, at least the minimum, which is third party. And the advantage is, if you don't love yourself, but please, let's make provision for that liability or the risk that machine poses to other road users. So essentially, is for protection, to give victims of road accidents succor, such that we do not have instances where there are accidents on our road, victims are left unattended, and God forbid, sometimes even in the event of death, there are injuries, third-party damage, and what have you, and death in some instances. And these are things we see all around. Now, we've been able to activate this to start a major, enforcement, and which we got the collaboration of both the Nigerian Police and the Federal Road Safety Corps. Now, one other benefit I omitted, though, was the fact that even the third-party cover gives you access to all the West African ECOWAS region. You can drive that vehicle with your valid third party to any country within the ECOWAS region. You are covered on third party liability risk. So what that does is to give you, as an individual, the peace of mind, right? The peace of mind to operate without having to, be too much skeptical in terms of, if I create or if I had an accident, how will I manage the liability that will arise? And honestly, also Nigeria needs to know, time is no longer fashionable that we should be begging when there are accidents, begging others, pleading, and all. You do not require it because the law has mandated that minimum cover required you should take. And once you've taken, but the important thing also I must mention is the fact that buy the genuine third party.
Yes, I wanted to
buy
say
the
that.
genuine
I
third
heard
party.
you say that.
You know, buy
It has
from
to be
a
genuine.
licensed, a NICOM licensed or registered insurance company. You know, because sometimes those are some of the dynamics you see play out where someone has bought a third party, but bought from, you know, what I call the black market, right? He has not bought genuine third party, and so those certificates are not valid. So NICOM has put in place measures to curb this. One, we have on our website a list of all registered motor insurance companies in Nigeria.
Good.
And also
Good.
we have an
Good.
electronic platform that people can check the status of their vehicles, right? It's very basic. If you have internet service on your phone, it's such a basic platform, mycar.nicom.gov.ng, right? And you just insert your vehicle registration number. It will give you the status, whether it's genuine or not. You know it. And there are various other platforms that you can use to confirm this process. I know the Nigerian Insurance Association also has a platform that you can use to confirm. So in a nutshell, the thing is, Nigerians will only get this benefit if they buy the genuine third party. And this is a mandatory requirement of the law, and it's minimum. And if you look at it in terms of cost, honestly, I think Nigeria still has the least in terms of cost for third-party motor insurance. As 15,000 naira, that's just barely $10, right, per annum, and you have cover for 12 months.
Well, education, yes, Nigerians need to really get to understand this better. It's a two-in-one question. How much more, how are you trying to, educate Nigerians to really understand all of this more? And the public perception about people not wanting to trust insurance companies, something that you should also be working on. What are you doing around that?
Thank you, Tolu. And I think this is a major project for the National Insurance Commission. Starting point, I'll tell you that as a regulator, one of the key objectives is to ensure that we educate Nigerians on the benefits, of insurance as a sector, and also protect their interest, when claims do arise. So mass education and enlightenment campaign is what we've embarked on. And I can tell you it's one of the reasons I'm here. I'm in your studio because I'm also totally bought on that subject of enlightening Nigerians and being able to push, that concept and get people to ask as many questions as possible. And this is important because I know Nigerians have doubts when it comes to the ability, are we sure? Because what the operators are selling is a promise.
Yes,
so are we sure in the event of a claim, they will really honor their obligations? And that is where the National Insurance Commission comes in. We are not an operator, we're a regulator. So our role is to ensure that all those promises are met and they are kept because we regulate all the entities. We issue licenses, we also have the ability to take it back if they are not doing the right things. So ours is to give comfort to Nigerians. Where you have issues, come to us. But beyond that, honestly, I think Nigerians really need to take good advantage of the protection that is offered by insurance, right? Especially in an inflationary environment like we have today, right? So I think that has been part of the issues we need to drive, even as a nation, imbibing the insurance culture. Being able to, because what insurance does is to take away those headaches from you. As a businessman, it takes away all the risk and allow you to go and venture. So you can take all your risk around how you want to grow your business and what have you, because the risk around failure, around loss of profit, loss of property and what have you, can be properly taken over by the professionals. And that's what you've paid for, right? So where there are issues, the regulator is there to ensure that things are done properly. So essentially, I'm here to